Hey guys, welcome back to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share with you everything personal finance as well as lifestyle content in the form of vlogs. Today's video is on the personal finance side, and I'll be sharing with you my June, July budget. I know you must be wondering why I'm doing another budget so soon after I shared my June budget. This is because I have changed up how I will be sharing my budgets with you guys. I will now be covering the period 15th of June through to the 14th of July because I get paid in the middle of the month. I have been budgeting the calendar month for so many years. My trackers will remain in the calendar month, but my planners will change because my planners is where I write my mock budget before I input the numbers into my budget trackers and all of that good jazz. So without further ado, let us get in today's video. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it down a little bit, just a smidge. Okay, so like I said, I write everything in my planner, and I have written down my June, July budget, which will be covering the period the 16th of June through to where we ending. We are ending on the 13th of July, and the reason why I've written it this way is purely because I do Sunday, Monday to Sunday. This is how I try and do it. But obviously you understand it as it's from the 15th all the way through to the 14th of the next month. So in the period between the 16th of June through to the 22nd, so that's the first full week, so the Monday to the Sunday, I've got my debts that I'll be paying down, so my 2 personal loans. I have got my investments, I've got my therapy, my contributions, my subscriptions. All of this is coming up to about over £2,000, right? So my 2 personal loans, I send a minimum of 1,350 to these loans because I'm trying to pay them down as quickly as possible. Today, when I'm filming this, is Friday the 13th, right? So again, early in the morning before I start work. So I have been doing all of these numbers, crunching them down, even though I've already accounted for them in the June budget. But for the first week, so this is what we'll be looking at all of next week. So from next week, Monday through to Sunday, I'll be spending about over £2,000 just going to almost like fixed bills because my debts are fixed, my investments into Vanguard are fixed, my therapy fee, monthly fee is fixed, and then the rest, the contributions are not fixed. My Spotify is fixed, so is my contribution to the Deaf Society, and then some my Monzo perks, so that's a fee for the Monzo account that I have. So that's what I'll be looking to spend. Then the week after that, that was the 23rd of June through to the 29th of June, I only have a couple of things that are coming out. So my second mobile, my 2 subscriptions, and then my swimming lesson fee as well. So that is it. That's all I'm looking at, and that's about £60. And I like breaking them down like this so I can know exactly how much to the pound that I need in my account. Now, you don't have to be as this low level. You can estimate. In my trackers, I do estimates. In my mock budget, I do exact numbers. I've talked about this before, that in my trackers I always budget more than what's expected, except for things like my council tax, which is always a fixed amount, so I know that and I try to keep that. But most times I'll try and estimate in the tracker. But in here, we don't do estimates, we do exacts. So that will be the final week of June. And then starting June 30th through to July 6th, I am paying my usual bills that come out in the first week of the month. So that's my council tax, my combined utilities, that is my life insurance, my income protection, my subscriptions. So my subscriptions to my dentist, my subscriptions to the spa, my subscriptions Kindle, my subscription Splitwise. I got a lot of subscriptions, I know, but all of them I use and I love it for me. Then I've also got my mobile. So my mobile, Vodafone I should say. So my mobile, my internet, and my YouTube Premium are all one amount. And then also my gym. So I'll be looking to spend about £680. Now, even though I have remortgaged, and this is why I'm choosing to change things around, even though I have remortgaged, my last payment with my current mortgage provider should have been the 1st of June, because I pay for my mortgage and advance mortgage on the 1st of June to Nationwide. But because we are completing with my previous mortgage provider on the 30th of June, it means, and I've been advised by my lawyers not to cancel any direct debits until they tell me. So they told me not to cancel the direct debit 5 days before and 5 days after. So it's about 10 days that I'm working with here. I am anticipating that I will still have to pay my previous mortgage provider some monies, and then I'm sure that will then get refunded to me. But in the interim, I am projected that I'll still need to make that payment to my mortgage provider, which again is fine. So I'm accounting for that in my budget. So overall, for that week, the 30th of June through to the 6th of July, I'm looking to spend about, I want to say about 2,350. That's what I'm looking to spend. So I got paid today. And this is why I'm doing this video and budgeting, because I got paid today. So I've taken out the money that I would need for my bills that are coming up from the 30th of June through to the 6th of July. And that, like I said, is about 2,350. This includes the mortgage. Moving forward, that won't be included mortgage because I've moved the mortgage date to the middle of the month, right? So moving forward, it will be a different loan date, different amounts that I'll be paying in the first week of the month. But for now, we're going to pick this last repayment for them. And again, I'm just surmising that I have to pay. I don't remember for all my other remortgages if I had to pay. I think for one of my rental properties I did, but then for the others I did not, purely because of how the dates worked. But this one, they're so close to each other. We closed on the 30th, and my previous loan provider takes their direct debit on the 1st. So the next day, I don't think there will be enough time to cancel that direct debit not to come through. So we'll just let it go through and then get it refunded later. So, but anyway, that's what that week is looking at. And then the final week for this budget will be July 7th, my birthday, through to July 13th. So in that week, I'm only going to be spending about £200 on my bills, purely because I've got my wellness coach, I've got my Lycer investment, and then I've got Audible subscription. That is it. So that is the new budget, the June-July budget. And then again, I will film a new budget in the middle of July. So after I come back from my birthday trip, I shall film a new budget. But I think what I shall do is I am going to encapsulate what I spent in the month of June, do that portion of the video, and then do the second portion of the video, which will be my July-August budget. And that's how we'll be doing it moving forward. For now, I have filmed today my May budget, and I've made it a standalone. I could have combined these two to that, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to be able to clearly explain to you guys the changes. I have chosen to do this because it makes sense for me and my finances, and it's easier for me. My trackers will remain the same. So if I do, this is why I'll be doing more screen grabs until I come to the point of where I am reconciling my finances. I'll be doing screen grabs. But I'm happy with the budget. Actually, when I wrote it down, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have like £1,700 just sitting there. That I'm like, no, girl, you're not going to have that sitting there, because your current mortgage provider will take that money, refund it to you later, but they'll still take that money first. And I was like, oh, but anyway, I will recoup that money, I'm sure, and then I can send it towards my financial goals, like paying down my credit cards, paying down my loans, putting into savings as well. So that is my intention. I've just thought about it right now, that I've actually not thought about what I'm going to do with that money. But you know your girl, I'm going to go write that down and see what I'm going to do with those monies once they arrive back into my account. But for now, this is my first ever revised budget, budgeting a little bit differently. You know, my budgeting style is changing. I will not be following the usual monthly calendar when I do these videos. I will be following my pay. So like I say, I get paid in the middle of the month, and that's what I'm going to be following moving forward. It still makes sense for me to do it on a calendar month basis, but to be honest, it's getting complicated on paper. In the tracker, it's fine. I reconcile left, right, and center. I have so many pieces of paper that I write down and throw away, but it's getting a bit complicated. So we're gonna change all of this, and you guys will be surprised about the amount that that I have to pay for my first mortgage payment to my new mortgage provider. Let me know in the comments if you can guess how much it is, because it is a lot. Okay, let me give you, I'm not gonna give you a clue per se, but right now I'm paying about 1,650 towards my mortgages. So that's my main mortgage and my advanced mortgage to the same loan provider. So guess how much my first mortgage repayment will be to my new mortgage provider, because I don't know about other countries, but the UK, they do this. They pre-charge a lot of interest upfront to you. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. But that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video real soon.